I was having gallbladder attacks 2 and 3 times a week. At least that's what my naturopath and I determined it was. As of March 1st, tomorrow, it'll be 13 months since I've had an attack. They started diminishing, and in February of 23, it was my last one. And I have not had a gallbladder attack now in 13 months.
Hey, Naomi, thanks so much for coming to spend some time with me today.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to this.
Aw, I'm looking forward to hearing your story too. And I actually kind of have an inkling what part of it's about. And I'm so excited to share this with somebody that needs to hear it.
Yes.
So, can you start off by telling us how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS?
Well, I've been working with a naturopath for like 30 years. I mean, so yeah. And ever since my son died in 91, I've started going the natural health route. And so I decided to lose some weight um, in January of 2022. And I started using a nice product that would detox the body. And then she said, no sugar, no dairy, no beef, no pork, nothing really except some fresh vegetables and creams, And I lost 50 pounds
Wow.
in 4 months.
I'm so sorry about your son. That I just is unimaginable.
Well, and he had bone cancer. And so it was pretty traumatic. I mean, I literally spent 4 years working with him and caring for him. So it was between a relief and exhaustion, when he finally passed. But, 30 years, you still miss him, you know, but you learn to live.
Yeah. I just can't imagine. But congratulations on the weight loss. So did you go vegetarian or something, or
Did I go back to what?
did you go vegetarian?
No, not really. I mean, I'm a type A, so I know I can do that, and I like to eat days when I can just do veggies and stuff. But the rest of the family here is beef and pork and chicken, and so I try to do, a mixture, and mostly chicken and turkey.
I
But
really love
the
bison.
rest of the family, I have to please them too. So
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. Nobody eats like me in my house. So, but I wonder if your doctor would be opposed to bison because bison eats grass and it's federally protected, so it's really clean, whereas chicken eats grain.
yeah.
So, I wonder, you might want to ask her. Anyway,
Okay.
so then when did you come to QHS?
In May of 22.
Oh, okay. So you're one of the OGs.
Well, I'm not an early adopter, but I'm a flagship supporter. So yes, because they
Awesome.
started the flagship, I think, in May, and
Okay. And then
so
what happened after that?
um, well, the other thing that I was using a voice print analysis to test my body and what was going on and remove toxins, and the lady would give me frequencies. So I've been using frequencies for 30 years also. And so after I started the detox program, I had myself tested again with her, and I had 9 different toxins in my body at that point in time before everything was cleared out that was still in the blood system and stuff. And so I started on some frequencies with her, and I finally got my device in August. And then in October, I had retested. All 9 of the toxins were gone
Wow.
between her frequencies and the device, because when the device started, I stopped using her frequencies when the device came. And I had 3 new ones. One was nickel, I don't remember, but they were both, all 3 of them were environmental type stuff. And so, and then, sorry to say, this past March, she died. And so I have not been able to get another voice print and to check on what's going on. So,
Do you know what the name of the system she uses?
excuse me?
Do you know what the name of the system that she was using?
It was her own. She developed her own.
Oh,
She
wow.
was an underground person doing frequency work and major. She was major. I could send you some of a report of what she did and show you how detailed it was. It's incredible.
It sounds similar to what Dr. Gloria does because she's tested.
Well, Gloria, I don't know what Dr. Gloria does. I don't know what her stuff, what she's using. Uh, but she would take, I mean, Vicky would take a voice print and then analyze the voice print. So it
That's
just,
what Gloria
that's
does.
okay. I will check that out then.
Yeah,
Well,
she did me already twice.
okay.
And
Does
I,
she check for toxins?
I'll have to check my report, but I can look and see, but I think so. There's like 900 things on that report.
Okay. All right.
It's
Okay.
a lot. Foods and oh yeah, she does check toxins because mold was on there, I remember. So,
Okay.
but I'll let you know. I'll email.
Okay.
So
Because I
basically,
would like to get an updated one because I haven't had one now in a year and a half.
okay. Yeah,
So,
that would be curious to see how much more you've improved since then.
right. Yeah.
So did you notice anything else?
Well, before things were, or before I got the device and even after it, I was having gallbladder attacks 2 and 3 times a week. At least that's what my naturopath and I determined it was. There was no medical diagnosis for that. As of March 1st, tomorrow, it'll be 13 months since I've had an attack. They started diminishing, and in February of 23, it was my last one. And so I have not had a gallbladder attack now in 13 months.
Oh, hallelujah. That's awesome.
Yes, yes. And so that's awesome. You know, that part was awesome. Um, Outside of that, I was not hearing and seeing too much else go on. I have blurriness in my vision because I had cataract surgery and they used a laser and they burnt my retina. Yeah. And so I've been asking ever since I got the device for the retinas to be healed. That has not happened yet.
How do you put it
Yeah.
on your forehead or like near your
I
eyes?
do, I do. And I sleep with it under the pillow, etc. Uh, so, uh, but I wore it religiously. I wore the device. I started with the small white device. Then I got the big black device. I mean, the small white black device, then the large black device. And then in December, I got my first white device. And then the end of December 22nd, I had to have major surgery for a hernia repair. I had a bowel blockage and they had to go in and repair the hernia.
Oh,
And the interesting thing is I went out 3 weeks later to see the surgeon to have the staples removed. And she said, I can't believe how good you look. You're 81 years old and you look better than some of the 20-year-olds that I see.
that's awesome.
And so I kept saying, well, what could she be doing? Because, I'm not really photogenic or anything like that, or beautiful or anything. And I said, well, she could be thinking about my skin because my abdomen is because I wear the device around my abdomen, it's very, very baby soft. I mean, that's one of the things that side effects I think of it is new skin and it's baby soft. And but I kept thinking, I said, she was really looking at the internal part of my body. And she was probably seeing new healthy cells and organs and tissue, etc. And that had to be what she was referring to. When she said it, all I could think of was like, thank you.
Well, I beg to differ. I think you are absolutely beautiful. And
Well,
so sometimes we need to take that, um, we just need to remember that we are beautifully and wonderfully made, and not to beat ourselves up by saying those types of things. So,
yeah.
well, that's
So
awesome. And she saw it too. So how
yeah,
cool.
but, I mean, I do think she was talking about the inside though, because I really do think that all this time, when I haven't seen any outward manifestations, you know, nothing with my eyesight, nothing with my hearing, nothing with the blood pressure, none of that. So it had to be working on something. So I'm just saying that that's where it is. So when people don't see results, it's probably working and healing and repairing things on the inside that you can't see. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't had to have the emergency surgery.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what about your pain?
Oh, my back pain. Yeah, I had started having severe back pain in 1997. I took a sound therapy therapeutic class. I mean, a year-long class on sound healing. And I had tremendous back pain. 7, 8, I mean 9 some days. It was horrible. And so when I got the device, the pain went down to about a 2. And now since I've gotten the white device, it's essentially gone to 0.
Hallelujah. That's fabulous.
Hallelujah. So I'm wearing 2 devices now, and I think that is giving it enough amp to keep the pain away, etc. Now, I still have to build up the stamina for standing for long periods of time, but I have been into Costco and the grocery store twice in the last 2 weeks and have not had to sit down, not had to have any strain or exhaustion or anything like that because I was walking too much and I would get in pain. It hadn't happened. And it was before I couldn't do it more than 5 to 10 minutes.
Cool. Have you taken a look at any of the chair exercise videos that I did?
No, I have not. Not the ones that you've done. I've seen the ones that there's the app for the chair videos and stuff like that.
So if you go on our YouTube,
Yeah.
on the QHS YouTube, and go to playlists and then go to the movement playlist, I
Okay.
have 5 different exercise that you can do with a chair. So
Okay.
leg strength in a chair, upper
Okay.
body strength. So maybe that would even help you go a little quicker, you know?
Right. Okay. All right. That's great. I'll do that.
Yeah, we're trying to help the members with so many different things to
I
benefit
know.
them.
It's almost overload for me. There's so much information.
Yeah, well, I feel like people can just pick and choose what they resonate with the most, you
Yeah.
know? And like kind of lean into that area. And then when something changes, they can lean into something else, you know?
Yeah. Right.
But I don't know. I've always loved being able to educate people and inspire people to be healthier. So it's kind of what I do.
I know. You're a good coach.
Aw, thank you. So this brings me to our last question is someday in the near future, we are going to have a 30-year-old body. Essentially, all of our cells will be 30 years old. What are you gonna do with that, my dear?
Well, knowing that I'm already 81 and Dr. A has said that I'll only go back to 50, which is fine.
Nope, that's not what he said. He said the blueprint is for a 30-year-old. So instead of taking off 30 years, we're all going to have 30-year-old cells.
Okay. I don't want to have any more kids.
Well,
I
you
am
might have to
not
take the
looking forward to
precautions.
that. I am not looking forward to having my tubes untied.
Well,
That's, I mean, I've lived that life. And I'm not wanting to do that again. So,
well,
yeah.
what do you want to do? What are you looking forward to?
I have been to quite a few, more than half the states. I'd like to travel and I have a book that I need to write.
Oh, cool.
And the biggest thing that's holding me back right now is the eyesight.
Okay, so those will all be restored.
Yeah, yeah.
And then no excuses, Naomi.
No excuses. No, no. In fact, I really would. I mean, kept saying, if I start the book, will you, talking to my team, will you help me help my eyes so I can see more? Because it's so frustrating to be able to see. Everything is blurry, and
Yeah. Maybe your glasses, like I've had people I've interviewed that their glasses
I,
prescription went down.
yeah. Well, I have several different ones. I know that without glasses, it's blurry. I have a 1.0, which I've got on right now, and I have a 2.5, which I also use for my phone and for reading, the close up. So I've got several different versions, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, not yet anyhow.
Not
So what's
yet.
your book going
So,
to be about, Naomi?
excuse me.
What's your book going to be about?
Uh, Correcting some information about the solfeggio frequencies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they've been misnamed. That's the biggest thing.
Oh, I would love to hear all those juicy details.
I would too. I would like to talk to Kelly and Thomas about them, but so far I approached Thomas and he wasn't interested. I don't know if Kelly would be interested in hearing it or not.
Well, I will let her know, and
Okay.
then I'll put you guys in contact with each other
Okay.
and you can
Okay.
talk about it because she's actually working on a big training, a PowerPoint about it. So perhaps
Yeah.
we can help.
Yeah, and she has a lot of information. I listened to her talk, and she has a lot of good information, but Dr. Paleo made a huge assumption, just says 6 notes, solfeggio, without any other thing. It wasn't enough to make that decision.
Ah, yeah, I bet Kelly would love that. Kelly has got the most warm, nurturing, beautiful heart. I love her
Yeah,
so much. So I'm sure she would love to hear from you. So,
yeah.
and we know that so much of the information that we know, well, that we believe to be true has been bastardized and
Right. Well, and
changed.
yeah, and nobody ever uses. Dr. Paleo was given 3 different keys. The first one unlocks the tone of the numbers. The second and the third one are never talked about. And I know what they were for.
Wow. I love it. I'm gonna definitely, is it okay if I forward
Oh,
your
sure,
email
sure.
over to her?
Yeah. I started to try an email, you know, and say, Kelly, get back to me if this is really your email. But I didn't do it. I haven't done it. So if you'll put me in touch with her, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. Awesome. So what would you like to say in closing, Naomi?
Uh, don't give up. Even when you don't see results, don't give up because something is going on. You just can't see it.
That's lovely. Will you come back and do part 2 post QARC?
Yes.
Yay! I can't wait. And I can't wait to hear all about your and Kelly's discussion. So
Okay.
thank you. Thank you so
You're-
much for sharing your story. I really was looking forward to hearing this. This is just what a lot of people need.
Okay, good. I'm
Okay.
glad to. It took me a long time to find a story to talk about.
Well, this was a good one. There was a lot in there, a lot of benefit. So I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful lady. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. Thanks, Tracy.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.